Hi there. Hope you have a fantastic day. This lesson, I will teach you how to find equations of a straight line. Of course, there's the PDF file versions on the description below for you to download so you can work with me. Otherwise, let's go straight into it. First one. So to work out the equations of the straight line, so first of all, we know the rule for a straight line is y is mx plus c. Okay, so we just need to find the gradient and we need to find the y-intercept because y-intercept is c and the gradient is m. And to work out the gradient, so we just need to construct a right angle triangle here. So there you go. And we know that gradient is rise over run. And because we know that the line is heading like this, so therefore the gradient is negative. So let me just write this down. So m is negative. And rise is from 0 to 6. So that is 6 units. And because x is -1, so therefore from here to here is 1 unit. And from here to here is 2. So therefore the rise is 6 and the run is 3. Okay, because 2 plus 1 is 3. So there you go. So let me just work out the gradient. So the gradient is rise is 6 over run is 3. So m is -2. So there you go. This is the gradient of this straight line here. Now we just need to find the value of c. So we know that, let me just move this up a bit. So we know that y is mx plus c. And m is -2. So y is -2 x plus c. Because m is -2. So -2 times x is -2x at c. Now to work out the value of c, so let me just clear this first. So you can see. So at this point here is x-intercept. That is when y is equal to 0, right? So this point here to 0. And we have 1 point and we have this point. You can use either -1, 6 or 2 zeros, that either one of these points to substitute into equations, we can find the value of c. So let me just use 0.20. Easier, of course. You can use -1, 6 if you wish. Okay, so let me just write this down. So that means I use 2, 0. So that means when x is 2, y is equal to 0. So y is equal to 0. That is -2 times x. X is 2 at c. So 2 times 2 is 4. So that gives us -4. So 0 equal to -4 plus c. So therefore c, we move on that side, become positive. So it becomes 4. So c is 4. So therefore the equation is y is -2x plus c, and c is 4. So which is plus 4. So there you go. This is the equations for this straight line here. Please stop the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through it with you. Before I do that, please do not forget to give me a thumb up and subscribe if you haven't done so you can help me to grow my channel. So first of all, we know that y is mx plus c. So we just need to find the gradient first, okay? So now we just construct a right angle triangle. So the rise is 9 because the y value here is 9. So from 0 to 9 is 9 units. And for the x value is 2. So this means that this is 2 here, correct? So this from 0 to 2 is 2 units. From 0 to -1 is another unit. So altogether is 3 units. So this is 3. So let me write up here. So let me just write down here. So the gradient is, because it's heading this way, so it's positive gradient, correct? So that means rise is 9, run is 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. So the gradient is 3. In another word, m is 3. So that becomes y equal to mx become 3x, okay? Y equal to 3x plus c. C is a y-intercept, but we haven't got y-intercept. So therefore, we can either use this point or this here, okay? This point. This point here is -1, 0, okay? So either one of these points, so we can use that to find the value of c. So let's just use -1, 0 quicker. That's all. Of course, you can use 2, 9, and you should get the same answer. Okay, so I just use the point -1, 0. So to find the value of c. So when x is -1, y is equal to 0. So that becomes 0 equal to 3 lots of -1. We add c. 3 times -1 is -3. So 0 equal -3 plus c. And we move -3 on this side becomes positive. So c is 3. So therefore, y is equal to 3x plus c. c is 3. So we just add 3. So there you go. Please stop the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through it with you. So first of all, we know the rule is y is mx plus c. So let me just find the gradient first. Okay, that is m. So construct a right angle triangle. So this is x, this is y. So therefore, from 0 to 8 is 8 units. Okay, and from 2 to 0 is 2. And then to -6, so -6 here is 6 units. So altogether, 2 plus 6 is 8. So let me clear this. So that is 8 units. So the gradient is rise over run. But because the line gone this way, so we have negative gradient. So let me just write here, m equal negative. So rise is 8 and run is 8. So 8 over 8 is 1. So the answer is m is -1. So this means that y is mx plus c becomes y is -1 times x become -x. So y is -x at c. C is a y-intercept, this value here. But we don't know what this value is. So we need a point to find the value of c. So this is point 2, 0, right? So we can either use this point 2, 0, so we can find the value of c, or we can use this point. Doesn't matter which point you use, okay? So let me just use 2, 0, okay? It's easier, that's all. So 2, 0, let me write down here, of course. So 2, 0, so when x is 2, y is equal to 0. So 0 is -2 plus c. And I move the -2 on that side, becomes positive. So that means c is 2. So therefore, y is -x plus c becomes y equal -x plus 2. So therefore, y is -x plus 2. So there you go. Now, question 4. So again, we know that y is mx plus c. So let me just find the value of n. Construct this triangle first. So therefore, from 0 to -10 is 10 units, right? So this is 10. Of course, 3 -10 means this 3 here. And then that means from here to here, 3 units. From here to here, 2 units. So the run will be 2 plus 3 is 5. So let me clear this. So this is 5 units. And the gradient is negative because the line heading like this. So we have negative gradient. So therefore, M is negative, rise is 10, run is 5. So 10 over 5 become 2. So the M is negative 2. So this means that, let me just move this down. So y is mx, so become negative 2x. We add a c. Then we just need to find the value of c, that is the y-intercept. And we need to find y-intercept by using either this point here, which is 3, negative 10, or this point here, negative 2, 0. Either one of these points, and it will give you the value of c. So let me just use 3, negative 10, okay, this time, okay? Doesn't matter what point you use. So just go 3, negative 10. So when x is 3, y is negative 10. So that is negative 10 equal negative 2 lots of 3 plus c. So 2 times 3 is 6, but then negative 2, so become negative 6. Minus 10 equal to negative 6 plus c. And move on that side, become plus. 10 minus 6 is 4, but negative 4. So negative 4 becomes c. Otherwise, just put on a calculator, minus 10 plus 6. So you should get negative 4. So that is y is mx, so m is negative 2 already. So negative 2x, and then minus 4, which is substitute into these equations. So there you go. Please stop the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through it with you. So first of all, we know that the rule is y is mx plus c. Okay, that is the equation of this line. So now, we just construct a right angle triangle so I can find the gradient. So we know that the gradient heading like this, so we have positive gradient. So let me just write m is rise. So from 0 to negative 3, so that means 3 units. And from 0 to negative 2, because this negative 2 here, 2 units. From here to here, 1 unit. So altogether, 2 plus 1 is 3. So 3 units. So the gradient is rise over run. And we know the gradient is positive. So the rise is 3, the run is 3. So the answer is 1. So that means m is 1. M times x. So 1 times x is x. So y equal to x. We add c. So now we just need to find the value of c. So we can either use this point here, point q, or we can use this point. And this point here is when x is 1, y equals 0. Don't forget, okay, this point. So let me just use 1, 0, okay, this point, 1, 0. So this means that when x is 1, y is equal to 0. So that means 0 is 1 plus c. So c is negative 1. So therefore, y is x plus c. C is negative 1, so which is minus 1. So there you go. Question number 6. So again, y is mx plus c. We just need to find the value of m first, then we can find the value of c. So construct a right angle triangle. Okay, so from 0 to negative 4, so that means 4 units here. And this is negative 2 for x, so therefore from here to here is 2 units. From here to here, which is 4 units. So 2 plus 4 is 6. So let me clear this. So that is 6. So the gradient is rise over run. And the line is heading like this. So therefore we have positive gradient. So that is m is positive. So that means rise is 4, run is 6. So 4 over 6, of course, we can simplify. 410 divided by 2, 4 divided by 2 is 2, 6 divided by 2 is 3. So 2 over 3. Otherwise, just put on a calculator. 4 over 6 will give you 2/3. So 2 over 3. And now we know that y is mx. That means 2 over 3x. And then we plus c. Now to find the value of c, so we can use point D, that is -2, -4, or I can use this point here. So 4, 0. So when x is 4, y is equal to 0. So let's use this point, okay? Easier. So 4, 0. So let me just move this up. So that means when x is 4, y is 0. So 0 is equal to 2 over 3, lots of 4 at c. So if you put on a calculator, 2 times 4 is 8. So 8 over 3, okay? So 0 equal 8 over 3 plus c. So we move this on that side to become negative. Negative 8 over 3 is c. So therefore, y is 2 over 3x. We plus c. c is minus 8 over 3. That will do. Please stop the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through them with you. So first of all, we know that y is mx plus c. So let's find the gradient first, okay? Construct a right angle triangle down like this. So therefore, the x values is 3 and -3. So from -3 to 0 is 3 units, and another 3, so 6 units altogether, okay? So from here to here is 3 units. From here to here, 3 units. So therefore, 6 units for horizontal, okay? And for rise, so that is -1 to 3. So from -1 to 0 is 1 unit, and to 3, another 3 units. So let me write here. So 3 units here, 1 unit here. So 4 altogether. So the rise is 4. So therefore, the gradient m is, and we know the gradient like this, so we have positive gradient. So just rise over run, we do. So 4 over 6. So that becomes 2/3. So that is the gradient of the line. Then we need to find the value of c, that is y-intercept. This is c. So to work it out, so we can either use point A, that is 3, 3, or point B, -3, -1. So let's just use point A. Positive is easier, okay? Both are positive value. So let me write this down first. Y is mx. That means m is 2/3 and x plus c. So we use point A, 3, 3. So now we just substitute that in. When x is 3, y is 3. So 3 equal 2 over 3 lots of 3 at c. So 2/3 of 3 become 2. Otherwise, you can just cancel like this, become 2. So 3 equal 2 plus c. So therefore, c is equal to 1. So c is 1 because 2 plus 1 is 3. Now, the equation is, therefore, y equal to 2 over 3x at c. c is 1, so which is at 1. So there you go. Question number 8. So again, y is mx plus c. Okay, that is a rule for a straight line. And let me just construct a right angle triangle, or I can construct on this way. Okay, so like this as well. And nothing wrong with that. So there you go. Now for rise, that is for y value, vertical line. So from 1 to 6, so that is 5 units, right? Because 6 minus 1 is 5, if you like. So 5 units. Now for the horizontal one, that is 2. to 4. So from 2 to 4, so that is 2 minus 4 is 2. So 2 units. So therefore, the gradient is positive because it's heading like this. We have positive gradient. So that is m is equal to rise over run. So that means y is mx, that means 5 over 2x plus c. So there you go. So now we just need to find the value of c, that is this value here. So to work it out, we can either use 2, 1, that is point m, or we can use point n, 4, 6. Let's just use 2, 1. Okay, you can use 4, 6, of course. So let me just write it down. I use point m, 2, 1. So now when x is 2, y is equal to 1. So that means 1 equal 5 over 2x, which is 2 plus c. So 5 over 2 times 2, give me 5. Because these 2 here, I can just cancel out. 1 equal to 5 plus c. So therefore, c is equal to negative 4. Otherwise, you can move this on that side. So become 1 minus 5. 1 minus 5 is negative 4. So that is c. So therefore, we just substitute negative 4 into here. So that is y is 5 over 2x minus 4. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.